Okay, in today's class, we are still under differentiation. We'll be looking at the basis of exponential differentiation. Basis of exponential differentiation. Okay. Now, we have exponential. We have this as exponential. If you differentiate this, you are going to have 0 because it's a constant. It's a constant. But if we have exponential s like this, we can actually differentiate this. So let me just give you a short table. Let's call this place f of s. Let's call this place f prime of s. So if we have exponential s, the derivative of exponential s is still what? Exponential s. I've proved this. If you want to check why this is this, you check our previous video is there. So this is our exponential s. Now, is there any formula for this? Yes, there is. Now, the formula is nothing but okay, let me leave the formula for now. I'm going to come back to that. What of a to the power of s? A to the power of s, if you differentiate this, you are going to have a to the power of s, a to the power of s in a. You are going to have a to the power of s in a. So why is it that how can we get the formula for this? The formula for this is going to be, I'm writing the formula in terms of u. So u is a function of what? S. So it's going to be exponential u multiplied by u prime in e. So this one is going to be a to the power of s multiplied by u prime in what? In a. So that is how we go about this. So this is the formula that we are going to use. Now let's take some example on how we can use this formula. So let's assume we have exponential 3s exponential 3s cubed exponential s to the power of 4. Let's look at this. Now let's look at this first. If you differentiate exponential 3s, now if you look at the formula is in form of what? U. So let's say u is equals to 3s. And the next thing is we need in u prime. So u prime is derivative of 3s. If we differentiate 3s, we are going to have 3. So substitute all this in your formula. You are going to have exponential u. What is u? U is what? 3s. U prime is what? 3 ln e. This is your answer. But ln e is what? Is equals to what? 1. And 1 times all this is going to give us 3 exponential 3s. Do you get that? So most time you can neglect this because it is what? 1. Do you understand? You can neglect it because it is 1. So let's solve this exponential 3s cubed. Now we say u will be equals to what? 3s cubed. Do you understand? U should be equals to 3s cubed. U should be equals to 3s cubed. So it means that if we differentiate u with respect to s, we are going to have 3 times 3 is what? 9s squared. Do you understand? So now, if you go back and substitute, you are going to have exponential u. What is u? U is 3s cubed multiplied by u prime. What is u prime? 9s squared. Our answer is 9s squared exponential 3s cubed. Do you understand this? So the meaning of this is if we have exponential u, you have exponential u, you also say exponential u, still exponential u, then multiply by u prime. So this is what we are doing. That is what we are doing. So this is the formula for this. It's just as same as trick. You get that? So now let's solve this exponential s to the power of 4. Now u is equals to what? S to the power of 4. U prime will be equals to what? It's going to be what? 4s cubed. So follow the formula now. Exponential s to the power of 4 will be equals to what? It will be equals to exponential u. U is still what? Exponential 4 multiplied by u prime, which is what? 4s cubed. You get that? So the answer is 4s cubed exponential s to the power of what? 4. You get that? So now the short meaning of this is if you differentiate exponential s, it's going to give us what? Exponential s. So if you make all this in your jam or anything, it's good you know the formula. If you don't know it, this is how you can do it using chain rule, because all this they are chain rule in disguise. They are chain rule. They are chain rule. So now look at this. If I differentiate, if I want to differentiate, the already is down. I already know the answer. The answer is 3 exponential 3s. Do you understand? The thing is, anything that I give you in form of exponential, write it back. Then differentiate the top, differentiate the power. If I differentiate this, if I differentiate it, I'll use the answer to multiply what I've written. Do you get that? So now, I want to differentiate this now. I'll rewrite it back. Then if I differentiate this top, I'm going to have 3. Then I'll put the 3 here. Differentiate this top. If I differentiate 3 times 3 is 9. Then I'll use it to multiply the original question back. So that is the meaning. Differentiate this, you are going to have 4s cubed exponential. Use it to multiply the question back. So this is everything about exponential. This. So let's look at another example. Let's just take one other exponential to explain this. Exponential, let's say we have exponential power of sine s. Now look at it. This is what you will do. Differentiate this. If you differentiate sine s, you have cos s exponential sine s. Do you understand? That is your answer. Do you get this? So now let's explain this now. Now, what of if it is not exponential? What of if it is 2 to the power of s? What of if it is 7 to the power of s? What of if it is 8 to the power of s? Do you get this? Or sine s? You understand? So let's solve this. Now, told you, let me rewrite this. A to the power u is a function of s. This is our formula. A to the power of s, u prime ln a. You understand? So now it means that 2 to the power of s, u will be, let's solve this one first. Let's solve this. U equals to what? S. Then u prime will be equals to, if you differentiate this, you are going to have what? 1. Right? Then go back to your formula. 2 to the power of s is nothing but a to the power of s, right? Sorry. So a to the power of u, your a to the power of u is still your what? Your question. Write it back. 2 to the power of u. What is u prime? U prime is what? 1. Multiplied by 1. Ln a. What is a? A is what? 2. A is equals to 2. A is equals to 2. So if you do this, your answer is nothing but what? 2 to the power of 2s. But can you give the answer like this? No. This one is to the power of 1, so your answer is 2 to the power of, and indices, you add the powers together, 1 plus what? S. So this will be your answer. So let's solve for the next one. Let's solve for the next one. 7 to the power of s. Your a, your u, sorry, let's start with a. This a is equals to 7. U is equals to what? S. U prime will be equals to what? 1. Substitute that there. If you substitute that here, your answer is what? Let's just write the answer. A to the power of u. U is what? S. Sorry, what am I writing? A is what? 7. So I just want to write this answer. I hope you get it. Sorry for the mistake. So u prime is what? 1 times ln a. Ln a. So our answer is what? 7 to the power of s in a. Do you get this? Okay, so let's solve the next one. What is a? A is what? 8. Then u is equal to what? Sine s, right? What is u prime? U prime is what? If you differentiate sine s, you have cos s. Do you understand? So now, if you come back here, your answer direct. A to the power of u. A is what? 8. U is what? Sine s, right? U is sine s. Then multiply by u prime. What is u prime? Cos s. Then ln a. What is a? A is what? 8. You understand? So this is your answer for this. I hope you will get this right. So this is all about this. Please, you have to take note of all these things. But let me just explain this in a simple form. Let me just explain this in a simple form. Okay, let's assume we have 2 to the power of s squared. So the meaning of this is just, they are almost the same. Do you understand? You write your answer back, 2 to the power of s squared. Differentiate this. If you differentiate this, you are going to have 2s. Then this is the base, ln 2. Do you understand? So this is your answer. If you have something of this nature. Do you get that? So please, the more you practice all this, the more they will be at your fingertip. So please, I encourage you to share this video with your friends who might be in need of it. Thanks.